Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and good morning student. Today our topic is electrolyte solution, in which we will discuss about millimoles, milliosmoles and milliequivalences. Learning objectives: at the end of this lecture, students should be able to identify the terms used in electrolyte solution, define millimoles and micromoles, define and understand milliequivalent, understand the osmolarity and osmolality, understand clinical consideration of water and electrolyte balance. Electrolyte solution introduction. Electrolyte preparation are used in the treatment of disturbances of the electrolyte and fluid balance in the body. Terms used in the electrolyte solution. The term include osmolality, the expression of osmolar concentration, and osmolarity, the expression of osmolar concentration. Substances that are not dissociated in solution are called non-electrolytes, and those with varying degrees of dissociations are called electrolytes. Urea and dextrose are example of non-electrolytes in body water. Sodium chloride in body fluids is an example of electrolyte. Milliequivalents, a chemical unit. The milliequivalent is now used by clinician, physician, pharmacist, and manufacturers to express the concentration of electrolytes in solution. In the international system, which is used to molar concentration as millimoles per liter and micromoles per liter, are used to express most clinically important values, including those of electrolytes. A mole is the molecular weight of a substance in grams. A millimole is 1,000th of a mole. A micromole is 1 millionth of a mole. Table 1 shows the blood plasma electrolytes in milliequivalents per liter. Any number of milliequivalents of sodium, potassium, or any cation always react with precisely the same number of milliequivalents of chloride, bicarbonate, or any anion. Milliequivalent. A milliequivalent represents the amount in milligrams of a solute equal to 1,000 of its gram equivalent weight, taking into account the balance of the ions. The milliequivalent expresses the chemical activity or combining power of a substance relative to the activity of 1 milligram of hydrogen. Thus, based on atomic weight and valence of the species, 1 milliequivalent is represented by 1 milligram of hydrogen, 20 milligram of calcium, 39 milligram of potassium, and so forth. The concentration of electrolytes in intravenous infusions fluids is most often stated in milliequivalent per liter. Useful references: range of blood serum values for some electrolytes. Here. Example calculations of equivalents. To convert the concentration of electrolytes in solution expressed as milliequivalents per unit volume to weight per unit volume and vice versa, use the following equations. Osmolality. Osmolality: a solution has an osmolar concentration of 1 when it contains 1 osmol of solute per kilogram of water. A solution has a osmolality of n when it contains n osmol per kilogram of water. With a typical electrolyte like sodium chloride, 1 osmol is approximately 0.5 mole of sodium chloride. Thus, it follows that 1 osmolar solution of sodium chloride essentially is equivalent to 0.5 molar solution. Advantage of osmolality. The advantage of the weight by weight relationship is that the concentration of the system is not influenced by temperature. Osmolarity. A solution has an osmolar concentration of 1 when it contains 1 osmol of solute per liter of solution. Likewise, a solution has an osmolarity of n when it contains n osmol per liter of solution. The advantage of osmolarity of employing osmolar concentration over osmolar concentration is the ability to relate a specific number of osmoles or milliosmoles to a volume such as a liter or milliliter. Thus, the smaller concept is simpler and more practical. Volumes of solution rather than weights of solution are more practical in the delivery of liquid dosage forms. Chemical consideration of water and electrolyte balance. Maintaining body water and electrolyte balance is an essential component of good health. Water provides the environment through which cells live and is the primary medium for the ingestion of nutrients and the excretion of metabolic waste products. Normally, the osmolality of body fluid is maintained within narrow limits through dirty input, the regulatory endocrine process, and balance output by the kidneys, lungs, skin, and the gastrointestinal system. Body losses of water or electrolytes can result from a number of causes, including vomiting, diarrhea, profuse sweating, fever, chronic failure. For example, a patient taking diuretics may simply require a daily oral potassium supplement along with the adequate intake of water. An athlete may require rehydration with or without added electrolytes. Hospitalized patients commonly receive peritoneal maintenance therapy of fluids and electrolytes to support ordinary metabolic function. Thank you.
Created using Powtoon.